Hello and greetings from the Renville County Planter. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and of course it's a day full of watching commercials. I could really care less who is playing. I like the commercials, but it's also a day to snack. And today for Super Bowl Sunday I am going to make Alton Brown's version of Shrimp Cocktail 2.0. This recipe comes out of his cookbook, Everyday Cook. And I know I love it. I could sit and eat the whole batch. I'm going to make the single batch of the sauce, and then I'm doubling the shrimp. Okay, we'll go over the ingredients. Oh, one thing I was going to mention. If you've ever gotten those frozen shrimp rings from the store, and to me they always taste kind of fishy, and I've made this recipe several times, and one of the things he has you do is brine the shrimp, and instead of boiling or steaming the shrimp, you broil them, and they've never had that fishy taste. It really elevates the flavor, I think. So we'll start with the ingredients. Okay, in for the sauce we have 1 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes that we will drain the liquid off in the sieve there. Also calls for a ½ cup of ketchup. Get yourself a plunger cup. Get those from Denise at Gourmet Chef. And then we have 3 tablespoons, and I'm probably going to butcher how you pronounce this. It's sambal oelek. It's a type of chili paste, and you will find that in the Oriental cooking section of most megamarts. And then we have 3 tablespoons of horseradish. We have 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lime juice. It took me 1 lime to get that. 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. 1 teaspoon of dark brown sugar. And 2 tablespoons of W sauce. You pronounce that however you wish. And a teaspoon of kosher salt. And last but not least, but this will actually be the first ingredient, kind of the secret ingredient, smoked almonds. Now you're probably thinking, holy cow, why would you put smoked almonds into a cocktail sauce? But as AB says in his cookbook, he says there's a secret ingredient in the sauce, smoked almonds, and he says, trust me. All right, we will get this together into the food processor. Okay, the first step. Oops, I lost one there. Put in the smoked almonds and buzz those up. Well, they're kind of a real fine consistency. Next, we will add the drained tomatoes, ketchup, I gotta get a spatula out of here. Okay, and the horseradish, and this, whatever you call it, Olea, something like that, symbol, something or other. The lemon juice, the Old Bay, dark brown sugar, W sauce, and last, salt. And then just take and buzz that up to whatever consistency you prefer. That looks really good. I don't know how it is at your house. At my house, these are sampling spoons. Very good. Now we will put that into containment and get that chilling in the refrigerator. Okay, now we are going to brine the shrimp. What I have here is 2 cups of hot water. Again, I'm doubling the brine because I've got a lot of shrimp. And here we got 4 ounces of kosher salt. Here we've got 4 ounces of plain old sugar. Stir these together until they dissolve. To me, using hot water, we're going to follow up with ice, but this will help dissolve the sugar and salt. There's still some swimming around the bottom there. Okay, that looks pretty dissolved right there. I'm not seeing any solids floating around the bottom. Now, how do we know we have 2 ounces of each of those? Get yourself an electronic kitchen scale. Talk to Denise, a gourmet chef, or talk to your local meth head. Oops, there's still a little. Or a drug dealer. Okay. Now, zero that out. And he is calling for 8 ounces of ice cubes, so we're going to put 16 ounces of ice cubes in here. Again, we zeroed the scale out. There we got 16.2. Then take that off of there. Invite the shrimp to the party. I'm using 2125s. Leave the shells on. These are easy peel shrimp. And try to get them all in there for a little swim. Try to get them all submerged into the brine. Okay. I probably should have made an even bigger batch of this, just to have some extra room to soak. Now we will let these brine for about 25 minutes. Okay, we've brined the shrimp, and I poured it out into a colander and rinsed the shrimp off. Get some of the brine off of there. Then you want to dry your shrimp. I've got one package done up here. These are just laid out here on a paper towel. And take and roll these up. And that will help get some of the moisture off of your shrimp. Now, while we're doing that, I'm going to take a sheet pan, which I've lined with tin foil because I'm lazy. I don't like to wash dishes if I don't have to. We'll put this about 8 inches underneath the broiler on high and preheat it for 5 minutes. Okay, we've dried our shrimp. Next up, we will put just a little bit of olive oil in here. That's probably a great plenty right there. And Old Bay seasoning. And then use the best tools you have, your hands, and just mix that all together. And we'll get the shrimp coated with the oil. I think I'll add add a little more. A little more Old Bay. And you want to leave the shells on here as they cook. A couple things. The shells will help protect the meat under the intense heat of the broiler. And also, as AB says in his program, they provide flavor. Shells equal flavor. If you have ever made lobster bisque, what you do is you use the lobster shells and boil them to make your base. So that's shells equal flavor. So we will leave the shells on. Our pan is heating up, and after 5 minutes, we'll put the pan on top of here and load her up, and we'll start broiling. Okay, we have our shrimp lined up, our first little batch. I'm going to put these directly under the broiler and set your timer for 2 minutes. No more, no less. Okay, the first 2 minutes went by. We flip these. Now they go back in. We'll set our timer for another minute. Okay, the second side is done. So what we will do, this pan here, you want to have it chilled down. Where I live right now, it's 9 degrees below zero, so I just had to put that outside. And what that'll do is kind of stop the cooking process so these don't get all chewy by overcooking them. So we'll transfer from the hot plate to the cool plate. And I'll probably take these back outside and let them finish cooling in the 9 below air. Oops, I tore my tin foil. I guess I'm going to have to wash the pan. Okay, then we'll keep cooking these in batches. Does not look good. Those glasses are available at Minot Restaurant Supply. Yum, can't wait. I present to you Shrimp Cocktail 2.0. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And no fishy taste. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching from the Renville County Planter.